Hi there, my name is Alex Baudin. I am an independent filmmaker from Canada, and today I want to talk to you about how to make a living as an independent filmmaker. Now, if we look at the model, traditionally we have to come up with an idea for a film, then we find some money, and then we can make the film, and then we show it to an audience. So the first one is easy. You're a filmmaker. You have lots of ideas. You like to tell stories. So pick one and run with it. Don't try to make 5 movies at the same time. You need to really focus on that one thing. Second, finding the money. That's the hardest. So there might be some public funding available to you, some grants. You might want to look for private investors. Now, these two options, you're going to have to show a solid business plan for them to invest in your movie. Okay, what these people want to see is a return on investment. So they're not really giving you the money, they're lending it to you, and they want to see it back with interest. Okay, so that's why it's called investing. Um, Now, what they want to see is that your movie is a product that can be sold. So they want to see a good marketing plan, and for that, they'll probably ask you for a distribution agreement or a broadcasting agreement. Okay. Other options for finding some funding. Well, you can actually get a broadcaster to finance your movie, but at that point, I don't think you qualify to be an independent filmmaker anymore, because they're going to tell you what to put in the movie, how to edit it, and how it should be. The whole concept becomes theirs at some point. So then the other options are to fund the movie yourself with your own money, and perhaps do some crowdfunding for your project. Now you have to see this as an investment, okay? You might not get all that money that you put in your first film back. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. But I'm going to show you how you can still benefit from this investment for your future movies. So then you have the money, finally. You can jump into the fun part, which is making the movie, right? So you probably know already how to make that happen. Once it's done, now you need to show it. You need to find an audience. And usually broadcasters and distributors, now aggregators, they can find an audience for your film. And that's what they do. And that's why they're such a big part of the marketing plan. And that's why they can also take a big part of the revenues, is because they are the one who have access to the audience. Now, this formula is changing a little bit now, and quite a bit actually, because now with the internet, we have the possibility to find our own audience as independent filmmakers. And that's really where I'm going with this video. That's what I want to talk about, is how with digital marketing skills we can promote our videos to an audience that we create ourselves for specific movies. So let's take an example. Perhaps I want to make a movie about Northern Lights. Okay, I love Northern Lights. I've lived up north for a long time. I've got a connection with the northern Aboriginal people, and I absolutely find them beautiful and gorgeous, and I want to share the world their beauty. And I would love to travel to Russia and Norway to film Northern Lights all around the world. That would be awesome. So I can start to build an audience on the social network that is relevant to this specific topic. So I'm going to build a Facebook fan page, for instance, that's called the Northern Lights Across the World, or something like that. And on there, I'm going to start posting some content that is relevant to the audience that I'm aiming to promote my movie to. So if I think about this audience, they would probably like northern stuff, northern movie. They could be actually located in the north. It could be Aboriginal people or interest for Aboriginal affairs. they like astronomy because northern lights happens in the sky at night, so there's stars. So there, it could be northern wildlife as well, climate change, who knows. You can be creative by finding your audience, and then once you've defined that a little bit, you start posting some material, some content on your web page. If you have your own website, then that's good, right? You can blog on there and share that on your Facebook page. But really, like, you can just start feeding any kind of related content, very interesting content. Obviously, you comment a little bit about the article, say what you liked about it, and then it's on your page. Now, you don't really want to just put it there and hope for something to happen. You want to promote that. So at that stage, you are already in a marketing strategy, okay? And for that, you need some money. You need to invest some money in your campaign, your marketing campaign, and see that as investing in building an audience. And this audience, I'm going to show you, is going to become very useful. So what you do is you start promoting this post. Now with Facebook advertising interface, you can define an audience, and you can define the criteria of a specific demographics that you want to promote your content to. So it could be men and women aged 26 to 56, or it might not be an age at all, but it's just you can go by interest as well. Say I want them to be interested in northern affairs, in astronomy, people who like northern lights, people who like Aboriginal people, things like that. So then when you start boosting your post, and when I talk about boosting, this involves paying money for Facebook to promote these posts to the specific demographics that you've defined in your audience, in your Facebook audience. So these posts get seen by these people, and if they like it, they engage with it, right? So that's what you want. You want them to say, I like, right? So that's kind of how it works. And at the end of the day, you look how many likes you got on your post, and then there's a feature in Facebook that allows you to go back to the people who liked your post and ask them to like your page. So then they get a little notification that says, would you like to like my page? So they say yes, and there you go, you have more like on your page. And that's how you start to build your audience, okay, with your Facebook page. Once you have a bigger group of people on your page, maybe you have 1,000 people, you can ask Facebook to create an audience, advertising audience, based on the people who liked your page. So Facebook is going to go see whatever they have in common, and it's going to start building an audience that you can advertise to, a different audience than the one you had previously, that you can advertise to through Facebook and boost your post to this audience. So that's really interesting. And once you've got 5,000 people, maybe 10 if you're good, what you do is I forgot to say, you don't just boost one post, you boost several posts, but you can have a low budget strategy like $1 a day per post, and then when you see that one is doing really good, you might want to increase that budget when you see the engagement is higher. So instead of having 50 likes for that $1, you get 150 likes, then you know that it might be worth it to spend $3 on that post, on the next day. So so that's how you increase your viewership on your page, your the people that actually follow you, your followers. Now, where that comes really handy is when you want to launch a Kickstarter campaign. So there's many things you want to consider when you do your Kickstarter campaign. You want to make sure you have good incentive that people are going to really want to engage with. You want to do a soft launch. So basically, when you launch the campaign, there's already people that have invested in your campaign, so friends and family. So and then you want to make sure your target is realistic. so that you can reach it and go above it. But the most important is to have an audience for your campaign, your Kickstarter campaign. So that's really the key. Number one thing is have an audience. So when you just before you promote your Kickstarter campaign to your audience, you start talking about your project. You tell them that you're going to launch this campaign pretty soon. You can record little videos like this that you put on your page. Let them know that you got this movie plan, this project. So you create this hype about it, and a few weeks later, bang, you launch your campaign. You tweet about it. You make sure that the media knows about it, and you ask maybe influencers to promote it, but mainly you promote it to the group that you've built yourself, because they are interested in what you're doing. So you ask them to contribute by sharing the campaign and by putting some money into it. And once again, the people that are going to sign up on your Kickstarter, you can consider them as an audience as well. Now, you start promoting as well your campaign by putting them in posts, in blog posts maybe, and boosting it. You boost that on the internet, outside of your network. It doesn't have to be people who liked and followed your page. You go outside, out and beyond. You want to reach out, ask people to share your Kickstarter campaign. So hopefully with that system, you raise enough money to finance a good part of your movie. But for sure, you are building an audience, and that's going to come in really handy once your movie is finished. So let's skip to that part. You've made your movie. It's awesome. You've had a premiere. You send it to festival. You went to the red carpet events. It's fantastic. Now you want to make it available to the mass population. So this is where digital marketing becomes very important, okay? Because if you're not with distributors or broadcasters, you are dependent on your own skills. Or maybe you hire a really talented digital marketer to do it for you. But this is something you can learn. It is accessible. All the information is out there. And I'm going to point you in the right direction at the end of this video, but bear with me. So what you do, there's different strategies out there with your film. But first of all, you want to thank all the people that have contributed to financing the movie. So you will send them a link to a landing page where they go on there and they get access to the movie. But to get access to the movie, they have to do one little thing, and it's to share that page on Facebook, right? So there's little share buttons, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, whatever, all of them. So they can share it. So effectively your audience is starting to spread the good news about your awesome movie. And then they can see the movie, right? But the newcomers, the ones that aren't on your list, they are being shared a different kind of link. What they have to do is, well, first, they have to share it maybe, and then second, they have to put in their email address in an opt-in box, and then they get a code that allows them to watch the movie for free on Vimeo on demand. Okay, so effectively at that point, you're making a contact with this new audience. You are taking their email address into your database, which allows you to obviously thank them so much for buying your movie or contributing, but also to help you build an audience for your future movies. So really, you're trying to have everybody to watch your movie, try to have them opt in somewhere so they're in a database, so they're in your email list. And that's very, very crucial. And that's a typical digital marketing tip for building an audience is this opt-in box, because it's the most reliable way to reach out to people. If you put things up on Facebook, maybe the guy who doesn't look his Facebook page in 5 days might not see what you talk about. But if it's in his email, if he's looks into it once in a while, he will see it. So build your database, build your email list. So when it comes time to build and to start promoting your next movie, right, you already have a huge audience, and it's going to make a massive difference. So if you have 5,000 people on your network, well, it's okay, right? But if you have 300,000, that's excellent. That's fantastic. You are going to reach your crowdfunding goals, no problem. And then when you spread out your movie, it's going to go out to millions of people. So that's really how you need to think. So this is why also you might not see the return on your investment for the first movie, but the second movie, you're going to be able to reach out to such a wider audience that, even if you charge $1 for the movie, you will get a lot of money back. So this is why I'm talking so much about digital marketing, because I do believe, I am so confident that this skill is what's going to make the difference in the next, few years for independent filmmakers, because independent filmmakers are entrepreneurs in a way, Sure, we do it with the creative passion, but in a way we need to think about the business aspect of creating a product and promoting it to an audience to get a return so we can make a new movie. It's a cycle. So having this digital entrepreneur skills is crucial and is really accessible. Okay, I've learned so much about filmmaking on the internet. I've learned, how to shoot and edit pretty much. I've learned so many softwares. Recently, I've been getting more involved with DaVinci Resolve through the Color Grading Central. There's many tutorials that you can access online, and schools. There's free resources. So it's really, you just got to be specific about what you want, and you'll find all the answers with the internet. So I really believe that digital marketing is accessible for any filmmaker, because it's not much different from learning how to edit in a software. It's just there's a few technical things that we need to understand and set up, and but once you got the system going, it's pretty easy, low maintenance, right? So I do believe that filmmakers would make actually excellent digital marketers. And to get you started, if you're interested into that, I'm promoting a video series that explains the basics of digital marketing, like the very kind of principles behind it. And I saw it about a year ago, and it's so enlightening. Like, I've understand so much about, how to set up an online business with that. It changed my life. It changed my approach to filmmaking. It changed my approach to how I relate to the internet. And it's becoming an extremely resourceful place for me. So I highly encourage you to add this string to your bow. It's going to make a world of difference in your life if you take the time to learn digital marketing. So click on the link here. Go to my page on my website, and you'll be able to access for free this digital marketer bootcamp. So I hope you found this to be instructive, and that you get some good value out of this video. Thanks for watching. Once again, my name is Alex Baudin, and I hope you have a nice day.